Hey guys, YouTuber who swears he still uploads here. So yeah, I took a little bit of a break. I was supposed to review Birds of Prey and Sonic, but I got sick during both of those weekends. So I just decided to take them off because I didn't really want to edit, record, and do all that stuff while I was sick. Sorry about that, but I'm back, and it's gonna be a few busy couple of weeks coming up with these new movies. But here we are, we're back, and this is gonna be my first review of 2020. Oh my god, Jesus Christ! It's basically March, and this is my first fucking video. But like normal, let's go ahead and talk about the things that I did like first, and then we'll trickle into the things that I didn't like. Go ahead and review The Invisible Guy.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me.
So first off, I will just say I did like this movie. This movie's actually pretty good. I enjoyed this movie from start to basically the end. I'll get into that later. What I loved personally most was probably the editing and the music. If you know me in movies, you know that a good sound mixing and a good soundtrack to a movie, that's my type of shit. And this movie does really well with these transition scenes that they do from time to time. And I'm completely on board with all this fuck shit that happens in the plot, the execution of it, how it's shot, and the script for the most part is not cringy. Some of the supporting actors and actresses have some flat line delivery. Like Cecilia's sister's character, played by Harriet Dyer. She can't act to like save her life in this movie. I don't know what it is. And she's like rude to like every single fucking person she talks to in this movie. But going back to topic at hand, I'm actually really fond of how this story was executed and how it was, worked out, and just the entire, telling of it. From this girl trying to get out of this abusive relationship and this Tony Stark motherfucker.
I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
And everybody just thinks she goes crazy the entire time, which is a really nice story, and it was executed really well in this standpoint. Which, side note, Elizabeth Moss, the main character, plays this character a little too fucking well. I think somebody should check up on her, make sure she's doing okay. Without a doubt, the best part of this movie, the way that she acts in it is completely impressive. The way that she basically doesn't have a lot to go off of except for her imagination and her getting thrown around a house or getting beat up or basically almost killed in certain scenes, and the way she just portrays that. I don't know how this movie was completely made yet. I haven't looked too far into deep of it, but she does this role and she plays it in this movie very well. So I give her my props. Very good job. Give you a little gold sticker there, Elizabeth. Now, before I go into the things that I did not like and some of my just genuine personal issues, this movie is good. The acting is good for the most part, especially Elizabeth Moss' character. She's phenomenal in it. But there are a few kicks that I have to give towards this movie.
She was looking kind of dumb with her finger.
Just to reiterate, the sister's an asshole, and the actors at the beginning don't know how to act. Now, I think personally for this story, one thing I would have changed is I would have taken this one step further. Having the boyfriend character actually die at the beginning and have the main character being Cecilia actually go crazy. The boyfriend character does not exist anymore. He did actually die. And having her just struggle with the fact that she basically got him to kill himself. I think that outcome, with the way that it was produced this way around, I think that shit would have been fucking bananas. But with that being said, I still like the original outcome of this movie. I just think this way would have been, a lot cooler. A few funny details that I didn't quite understand is she has her own little room in the house that she's staying in. But why does she have a landline in this room that she uses for everything? But she's the only one that's shown to use it. But we see that she has a cell phone in a couple of different scenes because she calls a lift at one point. I don't personally understand that. And the room that she's in shows in one scene that is set up for her to sleep in it, like it's a bed. Why is she sleeping with this little girl? I don't know, these things just kind of fucked with me in the theater. Now personally, I think this movie would have looked pretty fucking cool if it was in black and white. Now structurally wise, I don't have a whole lot of problems with this movie. I think this movie's pretty solid from a filmmaking standpoint, but when I go ahead and talk about the ending, it does have a few spoilers for it. So I am gonna just rate the movie right now, and then the last part is gonna be a spoiler. So if you don't want to watch that, watch the rating and then click off, go watch the movie, come back to this video. So I'm gonna give See-Through Footprint Man 7.8 out of 10. Yeah, that's what I feel is right.
The years start coming and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and
So at the ending, he dies, and I wanted him to live really, really bad. And I get why he died. It's lame, but I get it. I wanted him to, like, you know, either get captured for what he did, or, you know, he could have just kept torturing her throughout the entire movie until that she did actually go sane, get put into an insane asylum, and then, you know, he's locked in there with her. They will now be together forever. I think that ending would have been kind of fucking insane. But I didn't want him to die. I feel like that's a generic cop-out answer that, you know, Hollywood just kind of does for, you know, these types of movies that they don't know is going to either flop or do really well. I just wanted more of an emotional impact since, you know, we went with this character. I feel like he kind of deserved a little more for it. I think if they would have expanded this to maybe possibly another movie, I think that would have been pretty cool if he was still alive. And I just hope this new string of upcoming horror movies that are going to be coming out don't kind of go this way. No, having an emotional impact with characters dying is, you know, going to happen. I understand that. But having it be the only outcome is kind of lame. I just want crazier stories to be told. Please and thank you, Hollywood. And thank you guys for watching.